Good evening. As according to yahoonews.com, we find that the EU plans to cut emissions down 90% from 1990 by 2040. Specifically, what this article talks about is the EU's goal. The EU has a goal for 2030 and 2050, with new reports coming out from its standards and overall from just regulation experts. They find that they need an interim, thus this 2040 plan. At the end of the day, the European Union seems to be on track for its 2030 emissions cuts, which is about 55% down from 1990, and now they're looking towards the 2050 emissions, where they plan to be carbon neutral. At the end of the day, when the regulators and when the experts were looking at it, they found that it was frankly impossible without an interim one in the middle. And that's what we're talking about today. The EU wants to have that interim middle to be able to go and ensure that they're able to be carbon neutral within about the next 30 years. At the end of the day, I think it's a great plan for the European Union. I think being on track for cutting it down to 55%, or cutting it down by 55%, and being able to be carbon neutral by 2050, those are good goals. Those are amazing goals. And the fact that they're on track for 2030 makes it even better. But the fact that they even had the foresight to go and see that there's already going to be an issue lets you know just how on top of it all the European Union truly is. So at the end of the day, I think this 2040 plan will work. I think emissions will be able to be lowered. And I think it's something that a lot of Europeans can go and look forward to. And even for nations outside the EU, and that's even just there in Europe, or even like the United States and Canada, they're able to go and take advantage of this and being able to go and see the blueprint of how to lay out to become carbon neutral by 2050. Thank you.